Hello, friends. Welcome to my program, Colonel's Punch. Today, the topic is Manipur Ablaze. Lot of bloodshed due to the ethnic clashes between the Meiteis, who are Hindus, and Kukis, who are Christians. For the first time, drones, missiles, and bombs have rained, creating havoc in the beautiful valley. Manipur is a strategic state in northeast India. It is a part of the Indian Look East policy. It has a border with Myanmar, that is Burma, which is about 390 kilometers. Now, rebels from Myanmar, who are Chins and kinders of both Kuki and Meiteis, easily infiltrate and are changing the democracy of the place. Now, violence is not new, ruled by the rule and divide policy. And they had brought in the new Kukis in the valley. Let us have a realistic look at what is the ground position and what is the topography. Manipur is like an, saucer. It has got the Manipur Valley in the center, which is just about 2,000 square kilometers, and it has got the hills all round. Mind you, hills all round, which is 90% of the land. Now the Meiteis, who are Hindus, are 53% of Manipur, and they all are concentrated around the valley, which is just 10% of the area. And the hills is 90% of the area, and 42% of the Kukis and the Meiteis are along are settled on these hills. Now, even politically, there is a divide because 60% are Meiteis, 60 seats, and 40% are with the Kukis. So that is 40%. So by and large, the pivotal appointment of the chief minister has all the time traditionally been with the Meiteis. Now the point to ponder was that Meiteis had a reservation on jobs till education till 1949, and that was taken back. But the Kukis have got their reservations of scheduled tribes, and they have gained both economically and in cadres like the IS and the IPS, the police, the local administration. And they, because of the reservations, they hold the key to a lot of things. Now, this has hurt the Meiteis. They have been for long wanting to get the scheduled tribe reservation. Now, in the month of April 2023, the High Court, in a judgment, directed the state government to appeal to the center to give or recommend to the center to give the ST, scheduled tribe, quota also to the Meiteis, the Hindus. Now, here sparked the trouble. And from here on, the fight between Meiteis and Kukis took a bad turn. Well, the situation became from bad to worse. On 3rd May, the All Tribal Students Union, that is of Kukis, Manipur, organized a tribal march all over the Imphal Valley. Seeing this as a counter, the Meiteis also started, and lakhs of students and citizens were on the roads. In one move, as a counter response, a blockade was set in Tobruk. Now here, both the Meiteis and Kukis protesters clashed, and that was a flashpoint. It started with stone throwing and shouting, and then went on to lifting of weapons. In one fast move, the whole Manipur was in a scene of arson and loot. In the stone throwing, 80 persons were injured, and they were taken to hospital. Manipur was in tatters, was burning all around as the violence spread to Bishnapur, Imphal, east, west, and Churachandpur, Tangkul, and it kept spreading. Manipur was in tatters as the crowds clashed and the militant groups joined in. There was loot and arson, and then firing started taking place. Houses were burned, men were beaten up, and finally bullets started flying. The violence spread like fire to the districts of Bishnapur, Churachandpur, Imphal East, Imphal West, Tangkul, and the Kuki-Naga Memorial, or the Anglo-Kuki Memorial gate was burnt. The Kukis got ferocious. They started firing, and the Meiteis went and started looting. And the death toll started increasing. Initially, the Kukis had the weapons with them, and then the Meiteis looted the police armory. Over 4,000 weapons were looted. Now, both sides had arms. In the meantime, the Manipur government declared shoot at sight, and 20 columns of Assam rifles rushed in. In the meantime, the central government invoked Article 355, thereby it could send troops and Russian forces to quell the violence and take part to stabilize the situation. They had the powers to both fight external aggression and quell the internal disturbances. In no time, thousands of paramilitary forces also joined in, and the situation was swiftly brought under control. The Assam Rifles, in quick action, recovered arms and arrested 150 Kukis, 800 weapons, and destroyed about 300 bunkers. Now, there was some sort of a buffer line which came up. One side on the hills were the Kukis, and the other side where the Meiteis, the Kukis, were controlled by Assam Rifles, and the Meiteis by the Manipur police and constabulary. Tension prevailed. The situation was getting worse. A lot of offensive action was taken by the security forces. Things were yet not normal, even after 3 months. Sporadic fighting continued. The Assam Rifles brought militancy and control in the hill area, and the Imphal Valley was breathing back. One MLA was a Kuki, but a BJP MLA was hurt and he was in critical condition. One police patrol was attacked or ambushed, and one officer was killed and 4 injured. So these actions kept going. There was also a video of 2 naked women being paraded, brought out, which brought a lot of tension. Things began to settle down. There were a lot of people missing. Last count, 15 Kukis and 32 Meiteis were still missing. By end of December, situation was near normal. Overall, 175 people had died, 1,000 injured, or 50,000 displaced. Most of them moved to safe shelters. There was some foreign weapons seized, and in the month of December 2023 was coming to an end. The first few months were cool, but by the time the month of August has come, things have warmed up. On 29th August 2024, residence of BJP spokesperson Michael was attacked. On 30th August, CM Manipur said this is a direct challenge to the unity of Manipur. Now, it has been a very bloody September till now, especially the first week of September, from 1st to 7th. It's raining bombs and rockets for the first time in the Imphal Valley. It's all being directed by the Kukis towards the population. of the Meiteis. Over 50 bombs were dropped by drones. In Morang was one priest who was also his relation was killed, and 4 persons were injured. Now, this landed very close to the INA uh, memorial, therefore, a rebuff to what happened at the Kuki memorial. The rockets which landed had were about 9 feet long and 25 kgs of HE. That was what was reported by the police. Overall, about 10 persons were killed. One lady was killed, who was about 40 years old, and her child was injured. Things were getting on to the worst. Thousands of students were on the road. They were wanting a change. They said the central forces have done nothing in the last 16 months. Peace has not come back. And they're the ones who are feeling the heat and were being killed mercilessly. The CM, at the same time that he demanded withdrawal, para forces, paramilitia, if immediate operations are not launched to quell and anti-insurgency operations are undertaken. He was very happy. He was wanting his command back so that he could act, and he promised that within 6 months he will be able to get peace in the region. This full development has shocked the nation. First time bombing by drones, people being hit, students now getting unified and asking for withdrawal is something which the central government will have to get up and think. The problem lies in all sides, all the tripartite. They must get together, discuss, talk, and then come to a settlement. Leaving everything to the forces is not going to change the situation for the better. I was quite shocked when an ex-soldier of Assam Rifles, a Kuki, who was retired and was walking around the lines when both sides opened fire, and he was in a red shirt and he was killed. It is really a pity. At the same time, one woman and about 2 children were injured. If such incidents are going to happen, then strong force and anti-insurgency operations, counter-insurgency operations will have to be undertaken. Peace can only come by negotiations. And let us think of what Mahatma Gandhi has said. A tooth for a tooth, or an eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. So let's get together, rethink. After all, the British legacy and evil of divide and rule cannot continue any further. We'll have to think logically, realistically, and save Manipur. Manipur is one of our finest states. It has got the most beautiful land and
culture. Let's save Manipur and let's act fast. Jai Hind. Thank you.